Hi everyone, it's Kathy here from Del Bellows Designs, and today we're going to be using some of the cardio stamps to make this Christmas wreath card. It's my first Christmas card of the year. So for this project we're going to need a piece of multifarious card cut 5 inches by 5 inches, some black matting card cut 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and we'll put that onto a card once folded, measures 6 inches square. So that's the card. The stamps we're going to be using, I'm going to carefully get these up. Right, we have one Lavinia stamp, which is a mini leaf creeper, LAV 743. So, and the rest are all going to be cardio. So this small tree from the winter trees, seasonal branches, we're going to have the large one on the top left, cardio woodland retreat, and I'm going to have the 2 deers. And Holly Hideaway, I'm going to have the berries and one of the little holly leaves. So that's all the stamps we're going to need. I've got a round, mine's a low-tack stencil tape roll, but any sellotape roll, whatever, or a round object, just to draw the shape of the wreath in roughly in pencil. Very, very light, just to give you a guide. So I'm going to be stamping in VersaFine Clair Spruce, Strawberry, Chianti and Nocturne. And for the background I'm going to be using Elements Ink Della Blue. I have a stencil brush for the Della ink. I also have a pencil for drawing around the wreath, and I have a pastel pencil for grounding the deer. So let's get started. So I'm going to try and make it as central as I can. Hold it down, and I'm just going to draw very, very lightly. So it's just as a little guide. So there you can't, I don't know if you can see there, but it's very, very light. And my stamping will cover that. Right, so I'm going to start with the spruce and the large, I don't know what they're called. Seasonal branches, that's it. So I'm going to do that on a larger acrylic. I'm just sort of going around the outside of the circle that I've drawn. And don't worry if you get a little gap like that where it comes out a bit less, because I'm going to be putting berries and holly leaves and things, so it will be covered. And I'm doing that because I'm trying, when I'm stamping, I'm trying not to get too much of the stem. There we go. Right, next we're going to be doing the little red berries in strawberry. There we go, just randomly around the circle. Give that a quick clean because it's colour. And I'm going to use the Lavinia berries now, and I'm going to stamp those in Chianti. There we go. So that's that stamp done. And now we're going to move on to the small holly leaf. I'm going back to spruce for this one. Oops, I just got it on my thumb, excuse me. Don't want to get that on the wreath. Turn this around a bit. There we go. So that's all the wreath. Now I'm going to use the elements to create the background. I'm just trying to get a piece of old paper here that I can tear. Okay. I'm just going to actually get a little bit more. That's better. Didn't want it too straight. I'll move that up a bit. This is an older Della Blue. If it was a newer one, I'd obviously take some off. Let me just put another little drift here. There we go. Right, so that's the background. And now for some stamping, we're going to have the mummy deer first, I think. Just making sure she's really covered. And just take that little bit off there. Right, so we'd like to have her standing roughly here. There she is. Now, I've just noticed that there's a little bit that's missed, so I'm going to come back to that in a moment when I finish stamping. This one will be about here. There we go. And lastly, we're going to put a tree. Let's get the stamp out. So I'm going to do a little tree behind here. And another one there. Right, I'm just going to get a black pencil to sort out this deer. Right, I'm just going to use my Stabilo pencil, and I'm just going to colour a little bit in black that slightly got missed. There we go. Right, so the last thing now is to ground the deers. I'm just going to use a little bit of pencil and then rub it in. In fact, I'm going to take a little bit off that because it's a little bit high, so I'm going to use my mono eraser, my sand eraser. Just take a little bit off. That's better, not quite so prominent now. Right, so next I'm going to stick my card down. this one. And I'm going to put that on the card. There we go. It's quite a simple Christmas card, but quite effective. Thank you for watching. If you haven't joined our Facebook groups, please do consider joining our two groups. We have Del Bellows Designs Lounge, and that's for all products that are Lavinia. And we have the Del Bellows a la carte lounge, and that's for all other products that Patty sells, including cardio stamps. So hopefully we'll see you there. Thanks again. Bye-bye.